everyone, today I'm going to do an updated foundation routine for you, and I basically just created a whole new foundation routine for myself because my old one really wasn't working out that well. I was getting pretty cakey and I didn't like the end result with the products, so I completely changed it up. I'm using some of the same products, but I did really vary my stuff, so you can now see what I do to get my skin looking pretty decent for the day out. And I'm not wearing anything right now, so we're going to start. I have dry cheeks, but then my T-zone is pretty oily. So anyway, I have this moisturizer that I purchased, and I have been loving this stuff. This was actually recommended by Tiffany D, and I'll link her below. She's a guru. She's really awesome, and I really love her skincare because her skin is so flawless all the time. So I purchased this because I do, I respect her opinion. And this is amazing. Like, I cannot boast about it enough. It's the Origins VitaZing. Has SPF 15, which is really good for the summer and just all around any time of the season. And it says it's energy boosting moisturizer, and that could not be a more true statement. It really makes me look alive. It's a moisturizer, but I have come to realize it's a little bit tinted. So this would not be like a moisturizer you use before bed because it is a little tinted. And I've been using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion before I go to bed. This is really great, I feel like, for any skin tone because it doesn't make my skin, it makes my skin even all around. Even though I have an oily T-zone and dry cheeks, it really just evens my whole palette out, which I really, really like. It's not very, very moisturizing. Like, it doesn't feel like it's lathering into your skin, which is why I feel like it's better suited to be a tinted moisturizer. But anyway, it's really awesome, and I'll show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera how awesome it is because, I mean, sometimes you can't really pick up. But it smells pretty nice. It comes out white, but then you put it on and it's a bit tinted, like I said. So I've been using, not a lot, but a generous amount, a glob like that. Rub it in between my fingers, and then just rub it on my face, like so. And around your nose, make sure you get, because it helps reduce the redness there. Put it on your jawline and also on your T-zone. So I've just been putting this everywhere, really rubbing it in. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but my skin, it just looks like it has a bit of a glow to it. It's really natural looking, and it just makes my skin look really refreshed. So I know that the moisturizer is a little expensive at $35, and it's kind of tiny, but I really recommend it. If you're willing to spend that much on a tinted moisturizer, I really, really recommend it because it makes my skin look so alive, and I mean, I would really, really, really recommend this. I'm not being paid. I bought this myself, and I just really like it. After using that, I really don't need a foundation because my skin isn't too bad. It's that tinted moisturizer really gets the color pretty even on my skin, so I don't need a foundation. But if I were to use one, I would use the Dream Smooth Mousse. This is from the drugstore, and I'm in 200 Creamy Natural. So I would just take this with my SS 190 brush, just lather it, and then I would just put it on my cheeks and just buff it in my skin. But like I said, I'm not going to do that because today my skin isn't bad and I don't really think I need it. But other times I would, like if I was going out somewhere fancy. Yesterday I did it. I'm filming this the day after Christmas, so I did it yesterday so I'd have a nicer finish, but I'm not going to do that today because I don't really need it, I don't think. And I would also use my Smashbox Photofinish Correcting Primer. But like I said, I'm not using foundation, so I'm not going to use this. But I really, really like that part of my routine. And then the next thing I would do is just put on an MSF Natural, and this is in medium. And I'm using the SS 150, big brush. Mine's actually coming a little loose right here, which is rather annoying. But I just tap it off and just buff this into my skin. So most of the time I would just be using the moisturizer and the MSFN Natural, or MSF Natural. And then I would use a Select Coverup concealer, and I'm in NW20. And the reason I put this on after my powder is because I don't want my powder to be sticking, or I don't want this to make my powder get all clumpy and stuff. So I just put a little bit on after. A lot of people do concealer first, but I like doing it after. And it doesn't get cakey this way, I feel. So you can just try it out, maybe doing your concealer after, and see how you like it. And then this is a blush I usually use, Well Dressed by MAC. Looks like this, and I would take the MAC 129. And what I do is I don't really put this on the apples of my cheeks because sometimes it's a little too much, so I just kind of put it right here. Just buff it into my skin, like so. So that's what I've been doing for foundation lately, just using my moisturizer and then my MSF and a concealer, and then a blush. If I wanted to do more, I would use the moisturizer, a primer, a foundation, my MSF, and a blush. So, you know, that's pretty much it. My everyday is the simpler one, but then if I want to do something fancy, then I would go for the other one. But you guys can kind of see what I've been doing. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.